Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I want to show you how you can implement some car sounds. So the car is starting, you hear the engine, and it works with the RPM. Great, let's go. So first of all we need some sound files, and we have the engine start, we have the horn, we have the idle, the low and the middle and the high RPM. I put all the sound files in the description, so the link. So let's open up our Firebird from the last tutorial, and we start up with begin play event, and we will create a new variable that will be engine on. Just a variable, of course, and the default value is false. So the idea is that we can just do the throttle input when the engine is on. Makes sense. So we need a branch and we ask, is the engine on? If yes, we can set the throttle input. So now we go to the viewport and we need two components here. So we search for an audio, and this will be the engine. So the engine sound, of course, is in the front of the car. So we can duplicate this one, and this will be the sounds, just for example. And then we can compile and save this. Go to the event graph, take out our sounds, because I want that the engine is starting. So we set the sound to engine start. And then of course, again from the sounds, we just say play. Then we need a delay of, in my case, 3.8 seconds. That's how long the sound wave is going. And of course, then we set the boolean to true, because the engine is now on. And when we now hit play, you can hear the engine starting, and after that we can drive the car. So of course we want that the motor sound still there. For this we need an event tick, like this one. So we take our engine on boolean here, need a branch, and ask, of course, is the engine on? Then we take our vehicle movement, go get engine rotation speed. We need another branch here. So on true, we go into another branch, and now we ask float below another float. So I just tried out with 600. So is the engine still on the 600? We will set the float parameter. So we go from the engine, say set float parameter on true and on false in both cases. But in the case of true, we will set it to the RPM and 600. And here we want to set it to RPM as well, but we set it to the return value like that. Great. Compile and save this. Oh yeah, sorry. Now compile and save this. So the last thing we need here, we go to the project settings and go to the input, and I already added a new action map that just called horn for H. Then we go here and say horn, take out our sounds, set the sound, and then we say play. Great. So last thing we have to do is, of course, we have to set the engine sound. So this one here. So let's create one. We go here, right click, sounds, sound cue. Call this engine, in my case 2. Open this up. So we have an output file where we can control the volume if you want. So we need a few things here. So I open up my prepared engine. As you can see, it's a little bit complicated. So, but you can just follow these steps. So it's pretty easy. We have the crossfade by param. That's pretty easy. So just crossfade by param. Put this into the output, of course, and add a pin. We need 3 pins here. And this is, of course, the RPM. From this, we have the continuous modulator. So again, here we go, this one. And we have to copy and paste this for every pin here, like that. And now we need the sound files. So we go to our sound files here, put this out here. Of course, we need an idle as a basic one, and be sure that you activate the looping here, of course. Then we take our low one. Again, be sure that looping is checked, and the middle one in this case. You can also do this for the high one, of course, but let's keep it like this. So we have idle, low, and medium goes into this. So now we have to make a configuration here. So, and I have prepared something. So we go to the crossfade, and as you can see, we have the param name is RPM. That's important. Then we have these values here. So you can just pause the video, copy and paste these values here. As you can see, it's pretty good. If you want, you can also copy and paste this from the link in the description. So the advanced vehicle system. I just changed a few things here. So as you can see, this is the crossfade by param. So we go here. There we have these changes. Again, of course, the RPM as a parameter name. This one here for the second one, for the medium, for the middle, and of course for the high one. So the last thing we have to do is we open up our Firebird again, and we go to the engine, have the sound here, and put in our engine sound. So that's it. When we now hit play, motor starting, you can still hear the motor. And if I speed it up, you can see, works pretty good. And there's the horn on H. So we have pretty good sound system here. Great. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know, and yeah, goodbye.